Now that you've completed all of your dry work, it's time to add the lotion. When you're applying the lotion to the client's back, it's probably a good idea just maybe keep some contact with the client with this hand that's turned over. Apply about a quarter size amount of lotion into your hand. It's usually better to go with less lotion to begin with. You can always add more lotion, but if you put too much lotion on at the beginning, it's very difficult to get any really type of traction and grip as you work. So I warmed the lotion between my hands, one hand on either side of the spine with open palms, and I'm just going to lean, again I'm in my nice lunge, down and let my hands come open to the side. No pressure coming up. You're not putting any pressure, you're just drawing your hands back, out to the shoulders, kind of come around, and scoop up the back of the neck, almost really squeezing your fingers together. Reposition your open palms on either side of the back. You'll notice all of my weight's on my back leg, my front leg is right next to the face cradle. Two things you want to be very careful of here as you come down. Do not let your fingers go under the drape, obviously. And the other thing is, as you come down, don't let your fingers go over the drape, because this eventually over time would really take a lot of stress on those joints in your fingers. So as you come down and you get to the drape, just let your hands kind of fall to the side without changing positions. Come up, around the shoulders, and up the back of the neck. So you'd probably want to do this technique about 3 to 4 times just to warm the back up. So now that I've got lotion applied to the entire back, and I've generally warmed the entire back, I'm going to start working more specifically, keeping in with our principle of general, specific, general. So I'm going to just step to the side of the table. I'm going to continue with reinforced open palms and totally focus on this one side of the back now. I'm not going to focus on that side at all. Again, my weight's on my back leg and I sink into my front leg just for a moment and I push back to reposition myself. Remember, with Effleurage, the main thing here is that we are using it to prepare the tissue for the deeper work that needs to occur. So I'm going to now move into the low back. So we think about working in the back in quadrants. 1, 2, 3, 4, or however you want to break it up. We need to break up the back in a systematic fashion to treat it. So for me to work into the low back, I'm simply going to bring my leg just to the side of the table so that it brings my body and my torso and my weight right into this quadrant. I'll continue with open palm Effleurage, and then I'm going to change my tool to loose fist Effleurage. So this is reinforced, where I push down, I get to the drape, I open my hand, and I slide back to my starting position. You'll notice I'm not focusing anywhere except the low back right now. Come down, and with my techniques, I'm really next to the spine. I'm not over here in the side of the back. I'm really staying right next to the spine. I could continue with loose fist, but do alternating loose fist, where one loose fist is always in contact. It's just kind of a repeating process, one at a time, one at a time. It's getting deeper into the tissue. Dawn, is my pressure okay?
Yes.
Okay. Again, check in with your pressure every once in a while. This is a nice area of the low back, especially to use your forearm. So I'm going to place my forearm perpendicular to the spine. The spine is here, my forearm is here, but I'm just to the side. I'm not right on top of the spine, I'm just to the side. And I push down. When I get to the drape, I slide my hand laterally and then come up with my hand. Again, remember to have relaxed wrist here. Don't have a tightly held wrist, because your client will feel that strain in your hand. So just very relaxed. Sink into that front leg and come back.